Hello friends. Wait for everyone to get here and then we'll get started. When you pop on, let me know where you're watching from and say hello. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys the shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all of the makeup I'm gonna use. Okay, let me fix. All right, hi guys. So I curled my hair before. I always feel like that makes like the makeup look so much better too when you have like done hair. Are you guys the same way, or do you do like, I feel like some people do hair first then makeup, or makeup then hair. I feel like I was the opposite. I would always do my makeup then my hair, but I honestly love doing my hair before my makeup. So random. So which one are you? Are you a hair then makeup or makeup then hair? Hello from the Wales, very cool. Virginia, awesome. Chicago, very nice. So we're gonna do some full coverage makeup look today. I did get a spray tan last night, so I'm a little bit tanner, so I'm gonna up my shade. So I like talking to you guys about like the season changes with your foundations. I feel like it's so common to like forget to grab your summer shade before you're actually in need of it. So if you haven't yet grabbed your summer shade yet, this is your reminder to do so today. So my summer shade is a shade Eyelet, and then I typically use the shade Lace during the winter. So the Serum Plus foundation, this is the foundation I swear by. It's absolutely incredible. I love how full coverage it is. I love that it actually is packed with really healthy ingredients. Has sodium hyaluronic in it, has flower extract. It is so full coverage and it is so good. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and blend this out all over it, and I love blending it with the Kabuki brush by Lange. I feel like, by Unique. I feel like this is one of the best brushes for blending out foundations, like a Kabuki style brush, because it really blends it so nicely and so evenly. I feel like a lot of times it's so hard to figure out like which brush to use for what. Do you guys struggle with that? Like knowing which brush to use for your foundation, which brush to use for your concealer, which brush to use for your contour, blush, all of that. If that's you, then always make sure to message me. I'm so happy to help figure that out with you. So when you're looking for a good foundation brush, something that you want to make sure is that it is soft and flexible, but dense enough so it's not going to absorb all of your makeup. So I feel like a lot of times people buy really cheap makeup brushes thinking, oh, it's just a makeup brush, who cares? When really the makeup brush makes or break it sometimes. So with this Kabuki brush, I really swear by how it applies, because it's dense enough, it's not going to absorb all of the makeup into your brush, but it's flexible enough to make sure to do, to like blend it all out. And I like a little hair. Okay, just like that. So Kabuki brush must have for your foundation. Something else that I feel like is another one of those things that you don't maybe think about. So this is the Serum Plus again in the shade Eyelet, and we're gonna go ahead and dot little tiny dots on each side. And now we're gonna take our damp blending bud. So this is going to be another one of those things that I feel like a lot of people either underestimate or maybe don't even use or know about. So the blending buds are going to be a huge crucial part to your makeup routine, because these are going to the blending buds are going to compress the makeup down into place versus just like swirling around on top. So a lot of times when you're not using a blending bud to apply, the blending bud is going to really compress it down and make it look really, really soft. So you don't need like a ton of brushes. I feel like you just need like good brushes, like a few that do it all. So good. Thank you. I'm using my Monroe mirror from Fancy that I've been sharing with you guys about. It's brand new from Fancy and it's fabulous. It has such a clear, bright light. It's so good. Okay, so now for concealer, something else that is really, really important is making sure that you're using a good concealer, one that has healthy ingredients in it that's not going to crepe up under your eye, but also that has good coverage, because you don't want, I mean, what's the point of using concealer if it doesn't conceal, right? So this guy right here, this is the Skin Solution Concealer. I'm gonna use it still in the shade Lace. So Lace is gonna actually look really nice and bright under my eye when I have a tan or self-tan. However, during the winter months, it's gonna make my under eye just look really soft and provide really good coverage. So it just depends what your preference is as far as concealer goes. If I was wanting a not so bright concealer, I would use the shade Velour. But I always tell you guys to make sure to message me here on Facebook so I can give you a full recommendation on what colors you are. So if you need to be color matched for this foundation, concealer, whatever, make sure to comment color match or just private message me here on Facebook. So all you have to do is private message me and I will be here to help you. Okay, so going ahead and applying that and blending that out down and around just like so. And notice how I also took it like up and over my nose. I took it up and over my brows. We take it on our eyelids. We're gonna apply in this whole area instead of just sticking to this one section. I feel like those people that apply just here, it looks not as blended and looks a little bit more noticeable. And we want our makeup to look blended in. We want it to look like it's not really there, but providing really good coverage. So now we're gonna take our setting powder and we're gonna take our setting spray. I'm gonna mist it on there. And then I'm gonna grab my Touch Behold translucent setting powder and we're gonna just press our blending bud into there. Grab it on here, and now this is going to absorb any natural oils that push against our foundation or concealer, making it look shiny, greasy, or come off altogether. So we're gonna go ahead and apply that just like there. And then same thing here on the forehead, wherever you get shiny or greasy. I don't use foundation or concealer on a regular basis because literally nothing on this stores actually matches my fair complexion. Michelle, challenge accepted, girlfriend. Message me. I have a color light enough for you, I promise you. All right, so now we're gonna take our fan brush and we'll just sweep away any of the excess. So what this is gonna do, like I was saying, it's not only going to help to set our makeup, but it does provide a little extra coverage, and it also adds a little bit of brightness on our under eyes too, which is really pretty. Yeah, I always put concealer on my lids too. I feel like the concealer on your eyelids really, really is beneficial for if you have oily skin and you don't want your eyeshadows like creasing or blending or anything. No, I'm not seeing how fast I can apply. Am I going too fast? Love bright concealer, but I'm 65 and sometimes I think it creases like less. Yeah, definitely less is more for sure with concealer. Always less is more. All right, so now for pressed powder, I'm gonna use my same shade Taffeta. I think I can make this color work without increasing the color or like darkening the color, because I'm gonna use a bronzer to darken that up. So we're gonna go ahead and use our big giant kabuki brush with our pressed powder in the shade Taffeta. Now this pressed powder is so incredible. It has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it. It also has really other healthy hydrating ingredients that are not only going to provide great coverage, and look at how much even that makes our skin. Doesn't that look so good? So I always make sure to like bring it down the neck, just like this. Okay. And now if you ever like tan during the summer, or you are, I don't know, you spray tan or you self tan, bronzer's the trick. So if you're ever feeling like, oh gosh, it looks a little light, bronzer. So I'm gonna take this brush right here. It's called the sculpting brush. This brush is so incredible at contouring. It does all the work for you. So you're gonna go ahead and take this flat side and you're gonna face it, excuse me, downward, top of the ear, corner of the mouth, and apply just like this in the crease, or in the hollow, sorry. Just like that. And then around the forehead, just like so. And then around the jawline, and then you can even take it down the neck too, to just blend everything out. So the base that I used was the Serum Plus foundation, is what foundation we used today. And then around the nose, around the lip, basically we're like using it all over. And then wherever that's no bronzer is going to pop out and like pop forward and look really soft. Okay, so bronzer's on. And that again was a sculpting brush. If you guys again need any help picking out your products, just message me here on Facebook. All right, so now for highlight and blush, we're gonna do the shade Sisterly, and this is such a pretty color. It has this really nice illumination to it, so it's going to not only like rise up your cheekbones and give you like this really pretty glowy look, but it's also going to provide a little flushness to your cheeks. So it's really healthy looking and really, really soft. So as you can see, it totally like makes the makeup look. Adds that color back so you don't look washed out. Yes, absolutely. So definitely send me a message here on Facebook if you need any help picking out your products, your makeup, anything. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do, kind of cleaning up as we go. Now we're gonna do our eyes. Actually, we're gonna do our eyebrows first. I'm gonna take my eyeliner in the shade Perfect and apply it on the waterlines. And I love this eyeliner. One, it comes on sale in the bundle that is the May special. And then two, it actually stays on, it stays put, it doesn't build up in your tear duct, it doesn't like run down your eyes, giving you raccoon eyes throughout the day. It stays, which I love. And I feel like that's really hard to find. All right, and then for our brows, we're gonna do the Brow Sculpting Pencil, another incredible product. So I use the bronzer in the shade Medium, however, the shade Light is still available. I use the setting powder brush for my blush. Swear by this one. It's super flexible and really soft. Dusts the blush on so nicely. Yes, Sisterly is good for all skin tones. It's one of those like really good universal shades. So now we're gonna take our Brow Sculpting Pencil in the shade Brown, and we're gonna take our Mila mirror from Fancy. I'll give you the link to this. It's the best handheld mirror. And we're going to just shape our brow. So I like to go from the very tip to the arch, just like so. And then I like to etch a little line downward and then connect the top of the corner to the top of the arch. This is the way that I like to do my brows. I know there's so many different techniques when it comes to doing this, but I feel like this for me is the easiest and just fastest. So once you have the shape, then you're going to grab the brush side and you're going to comb through, and this will lighten the brows and it also will give you like a really nice structured brow look. Also has gel infused in the brow pencil as well, so it really helps to lay the brow hair down right where you want it. So comparison on both, like isn't it so big? So big of a difference on shaping your brows versus not. It totally gives your face like a whole eye lift. It really frames your face and does so much. So even if you're not into like the whole shaping your brow trend, I feel like it is really a game changer. So Michelle, there's the answer for you. So even if you have hair on your eyebrows, shaping them does a ton for your overall makeup complexion. It also gives your face like a whole lift and gives the appearance that you have more room for eyeshadow. So it does a lot. Susan, I used to take almost 2 hours to put my makeup on. Practice makes you faster, I assure you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing over here. So where to know to like cap the brow is the tear duct. You take the tear duct and you go straight up. That's where you know you can like cap off the brow, which is an easy way to kind of figure it out. To the arch, color through, just like that. So if you feel like your brows don't look good with being colored in, I would just use a lighter hand to give it some shape, but maybe not so much color. And then using the brush to blend this out. And like I had said, this pencil also comes on sale in the May special. Yeah, absolutely. You can save this live so that way when you are doing your makeup, you can play it on the replay and do it along with me. That's actually how I learned how to put my makeup on. I did that exact same thing. I would save makeup tutorials that I felt like I could recreate and get out my makeup and watch it slowly and pause it and fast forward and take notes and all the things. All right, so now for eyeshadow, we're gonna do my same trusty palette. I love this thing. Don't mind my sticker I put on it. But this is the best, especially if you have a ton of eyeshadows. So if you are a lover of our pressed eyeshadows like I am, I love these because you can buy them individually. You could buy 4, you could buy 8. It just like sky's the limit. So if that's like you, then this is a really, really good palette for you. You can buy it by itself and they're magnetic. So they just pop in and out just like that. And then it also has a mirror on it, which is really cool too. Yes, I did the Serum Plus foundation in the shade Eyelet today. And then I'm going to take my Zoe Eye Pads and wipe off any of my eyeshadow from yesterday. I love these things because you can take like the makeup out of your hair, makeup out of your clothes, makeup off your brushes, and you get like, I think 5 or 6 of them in the little packet, and you just throw them in the wash. Okay, so I'm going to layer some really neutral, pretty shades. We're going to start off with this shade, which is Jealous. I love this color because it's very soft, very neutral. And we're going to pop this in the hollow of our eye. Just like so. So with the Serum Plus foundation, or with any foundation really, if you ever feel like you're looking yellow with a foundation color, my suggestion isn't to change foundation colors, shockingly. It is to get a different color pressed powder, because a lot of times when you're putting on a foundation, you need that offset of a neutral undertone or neutral other product to kind of create your skin tone. So for me, if I ever put on lace, for example, I would use a shade Taffeta to even out that color. So a lot of times when people ask to be color matched, I recommend more than one shade, and people are like, well, why am I this color in the pressed powder but this color in the foundation? Because those two together equal out your skin tone. We're very unlikely to be one color of something because, I mean, we all have different heritage, we all have different undertones, we all have different complexion that reacts different ways to makeup. So it's not that simple. I wish it was, but it's rarely that simple, I should say. So with that, I do recommend to make sure that you get the pressed powder and the foundation when trying out a color. Okay, so now we're using the shade Nonsensical, which is this really pretty kind of purpley brown. And we're gonna pop this on the eyelid. So non-hooded eyes are, like, I don't have hooded eyes. Hooded eyes is this piece of skin that comes up and further out over the eyelid, so you don't really have a ton of eyelid space, is the best way I could describe it. I was like, what is that? Got like a little sticker on me. So with hooded eyes, some tricks for that. I actually have a few lives on doing hooded eyes. My mom does have hooded eyes. So if you want to see tutorials on how to do eyeshadow on someone who has hooded eyes, go to my page here on Facebook and click on the video section and catch some of the replays of doing my mom's makeup. Yes, exactly. I use 2 different color liquid and a different color powder to finish. That's exactly right. And almost like 98% of the time when someone's like, oh, my foundation doesn't match, I'm like, oh, did you use the pressed powder and the Serum Plus? They're like, no, just the Serum Plus. I'm like, okay, or just the stick foundation, or, you know, just Mary Kay, or whatever. It doesn't matter what the foundation shade or foundation type is, I should say. It's kind of the rule of thumb is the main thing. All right, so now that we have our base, now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my Prime to Set Mist and I'm gonna spritz my liner shader brush, and I'm gonna grab this color right here, which is called Abounding. Super pretty. It's kind of like the champagne-y pink. And we're gonna pop this on the eyelid. Now the reason that I spritz my brush with my Prime to Set powder or Prime to Set Mist is it's going to enhance this color very lightly. Also helps it to lay really softly. Yes, Amy, oh my gosh, I am like the dark circle queen. I used to have such bad dark circles. I used to use orange and yellow color correctors. So if you have the time and the patience, you can actually scroll back and watch some of those old lives where I did use those. Or you can catch some of my skincare tutorials where I share my secret dark circle regimen. That's not so secret. I will share it with anyone. If you have dark circles and you need a good skincare regimen, comment dark circle help and I will send you my regimen that I swear by. That has completely healed mine. I used to think I was so stuck in my dark circle world because they're hereditary for me. And I never thought I'd be able to I never thought I'd be able to feel confident without makeup. And it wasn't until I started my skincare routine that I found that to be untrue. So, swear by it. Okay, so now we're pretty much done. I'm gonna just make sure it's all blended really nice. Taking the shade Jealous again on my fluffy crease brush. And speaking of like brushes, where like I said, you don't need a ton of brushes, you just need good brushes. These are the only two I really ever use for eyeshadow. This is the liner shader brush, and this is the fluffy crease brush. So that's it. I use two brushes and you can achieve any eye look with these. They blend, they apply, they're so fluffy, they're perfect, and they last forever. And then I like that this one has like a two-side. So I'm gonna use the liner side of that Nonsensical color, and we're just going to underline the lower lash line. This will kind of bring the whole eye look together. Same thing over here. Okay. And there we have it. Okay, and now I'm just gonna use a fan brush. Sweep away any excess. Okay, and then now we're gonna set our makeup and do lashes and lips, which I didn't even get out lip products, I just realized. So what lip color should we do today? I think I'm gonna do the liquid lipstick in Snarky. It's one of my favorite colors, and it's being discontinued. And it's on sale. I think this is it. Yep. Okay. So our lips first. So we're gonna start off with our lip liner in Patience, which this is one of my favorite colors. It's a really soft nude, and I love our lip liners because they're smudge proof, they glide on, and they really enhance your lips. So we're gonna line up with this. Okay. So lined our lips with that. And then now we're gonna go in with the liquid lipstick in the shade Snarky. So this is a really pretty mauve. And this color is being discontinued. The liquid lipsticks, in fact, are being discontinued. However, they are on major sale until they are. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my finger. Gosh, one of my favorite colors. Isn't that so pretty? Yes, the lip liners are retractable. And these liquid lipsticks, you guys, are so creamy. They glide on and they are waterproof. So love the shade Snarky. It's so dang pretty on. And then I did the lip liner in the shade Patience. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and set our makeup and do our lashes. Honestly, my favorite part of the makeup look is always my Prime to Set Mist. It feels so incredible on. It literally adds so much moisture to your skin. It feels amazing. So, gonna go ahead and dry this. Oh, it feels so good. It has the cucumber extract in it, is really good for redness too. I know it will be discontinued. However, if you do love the color, I would grab a couple of them, especially with how cheap they are and how long they last. Okay, so now we're gonna do lash primer. Primer lashes for any mascara. Okay. And then we're gonna do the Twisted mascara. And the Twisted Mascara has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it. So it's going to make our lashes grow while we're wearing it. And both of these are included in the May special. So if you haven't seen, the May special is such a good deal. So you get any mascara, any lash primer, any Esteem Lash Serum, any 4D mascara, any brow pencil, any eyeliner, all of which are included in the May special. And it's totally customizable with those products, so you get to choose. And it's major savings. I believe it's over 20% savings with that bundle. So if you are not a big makeup girl, but you like mascara, this is the mascara you want. I also love how intentional the little bristle brush is. So you get the best separation and length. So good. The rose water is a toner, helps minimize the appearance of pores, helps with redness, can take away the sting and itch of a bug bite or sunburn. It honestly does a ton. There is so many really healthy properties in roses. So when you make that into a rose water, it's phenomenal. And ours does not have fragrance in it, unlike a lot of other perfumey rose waters that will irritate you. Okay, so there we have our lashes. Kind of totally pulls the whole makeup look together, I feel like. So there was the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you need any help picking out any more of your products. Always here to help. And make sure you're shopping both the liquid lipstick sale before these are gone down here in the comments, and then also make sure you check out the May special before that's gone as well. Comment color match down below if you guys need any help or picking out your products. I'm here. And then make sure you follow me over on Instagram for the rest of the day and to find out where we're headed this weekend. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram. My name there is Raya Hope, R-A-Y-A-H-O-P-E. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye.